It's time for our community spotlight. And today with me is Dave Bizusco from the United Way of Logan County. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Angie, how are you this summer?
Oh, fantastic. Tell me, who's your guest today?
Yeah, I'm not really a guest anymore. She's right at home here at Logan County. Melody Couchman is with us. She's our new United Way Engagement Director, and she just joined us this summer as a new role here at United Way, helping with all sorts of different events and with our annual campaign, different endeavors and whatnot. Melody, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. And Angie, we always get started by talking about one of our partner agencies for years, 11 to be exact. Melody has helped to organize the annual Doors of Encouragement fundraiser that takes place every year in downtown Bellefontaine for the Logan County Cancer Society. Before we talk about United Way topics, Melody's still involved with that organization and with that event, and going to talk a little bit about that because the doors, they're up, they're all over town, and they look great.
Thank you. They're beautiful and very special event, very close to my heart. And I'm happy to be part of what goes on in downtown Bellefontaine. We have 86-ish doors up this year. If it's not a record, it's pretty close, but they're all amazing and beautiful and heartfelt. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the community.
One of the reasons it means so much, Angie, is because the folks who paint the doors often have a reason for doing so, more than just they're feeling artistic. There's a lot of stories that you hear, Melody, that go behind the scenes with these.
Yeah, lots of emotions go into creating these doors to honor loved ones that are going through cancer treatment, some that are no longer with us, or just in support because there isn't anyone that has not been touched by cancer. And knowing that assistance is made available through this display is a bonus, but the reasons and the whys behind the doors are every bit as important.
Now, the Logan County Cancer Society is a United Way funded agency, about $35,000, depending on the year annually from the annual United Way campaign, goes to support local cancer patients in their fight against cancer. So not cancer research, which is what American Cancer Society does. We don't step on those toes. Instead, through the American Hospital and the Care Coordination Department, local families can reach out and get all sorts of help for literal expenses that they have as they fight the fight.
And part of the funding or assistance goes for travel expenses for you. There's also help for medication and supplies for wigs and prosthetics, and there's an emergency assistance fund that has been established as well. But all of the stay here in Logan County and benefit our friends and neighbors while they're going through their cancer treatment.
And you're talking about the travel expenses, meaning to get to and from chemo treatments and other appointments that often are out of town, often Columbus, Lima, Dayton. So folks are having to travel far and often to get things done.
Many times it's every day for a period of time. And even if it's not every day, there's lots of appointments and they're not close anymore. So to be able to provide this assistance is huge.
Now, the doors that are on display right now in downtown Bellefontaine and will be through Saturday or Sunday, August 28th.
Yeah, Saturday, August 27th, they're on display. Early Saturday or Sunday morning, the 28th, we'll move them to the fairgrounds for the public auction, and that's the wrap up.
Then the auction takes place, and my goodness, that's where folks come out and bid to buy these and then put them on display in their yards, at their places of business. And that's another big fundraiser for the Cancer Society that, again, helps to support this great cause.
It's really neat to drive around different places. And here, I can think of a few that have been up for 7 or 8 years that are still on display and people are still enjoying them, and it's still sharing the encouragement and the positivity through the event long after the event downtown is not going on anymore.
So come on down to downtown Bellefontaine sometime in the next couple of weeks and check them out. They're quite a display. There's a lot of fun, a lot of color, and again, a lot of hopeful messages there as it is just, like you say, an encouragement for all those going through the cancer struggle in our community. Meantime, we're getting ready to start school. Oh my gosh, can you believe that? Indian Lake and Riverside, they go next this coming week here. And Logan, West Liberty, Salem starting after Labor Day. So you know what that means. It's time to stop the bus again. And we're on our annual United Way supply. Melody has taken that under her wing here at United Way. Melanie, we've got over 50 retail businesses, workplaces, churches, all working to stuff the bus. I don't think you can go anywhere in town without seeing one of those big yellow bins, and they're starting to bulge with school supplies that people are collecting. Well, one of the things that'll happen is that on Community Care Day, August 26th, coming up, we have a couple dozen volunteers with that project alone working to sort out all the supplies that have been donated and collected throughout the community, and then we're going to get them out directly to the schools in advance for those districts that start after Labor Day or just a week after they get started for the two that get going early. The idea is that as students and or teachers need supplies through the course of the year, they will be available to them. The stashes will be delivered directly to the schools for them to have a supply closet that will be accessible to all who need it within those schools throughout the course of the rest of the school year, or as long as those supplies last. So if you're running around doing your errands, Angie, hopeful that you and your listeners and our podcast viewers can pick up an item or two as they go about town and drop them off in one of those collection sites.
Do we know what kind of things we should be collecting? Are there lists, or should we just get the stuff that's super important?
Both. There is a list on our website, uwlogan.org. It has all of the requested and needed items that we've combined the list from all the schools. And then there's also a list of the drop-off locations. So you can see what's going to be most convenient for you to drop it off, whether it's workplace, business.
You know what we don't have on that list, Angie? We don't have the slide rulers. Those aren't needed anymore. They don't use those in schools anymore. But the abacus, that one where you put the little marbles on the side, they don't use those anymore either. The school does update from time as years go by. Headphones, the ear pods, that use those in schools these days, and all sorts of things that are more modern.
That was surprising me. They want Post-it notes. They need Post-it notes.
They use those and some other things. Unfortunately, sometimes underwear, socks, some items that some kids doing without, or for accidents, things like that. So stuff you wouldn't think of, make the list, check it out. You can do it all at our website at uwlogan.org. And the biggest event that we have coming up, Angie, and you guys at Rise FM are going to be a big part of it coming up in a couple of weeks, our 7th annual Community Care Day here in Logan County, Friday, August 26th. This is going to be the biggest one ever. We've already got 350 volunteers from all sorts of corporate workplaces and organizations committed to come on out and join us for a day of volunteer service in our community as we kick off the 2022 United Way campaign. We'll be launching from the fairgrounds at 8 a.m. And from there, the workers will go out like a veritable army of volunteers all throughout the community, where they will be working on pre-arranged service projects that we're coordinating with a number of social service agencies, with parks, with other government entities, to try to just spiffy up this place and get the community pride going in a big way. There'll be a food distribution going on with Second Harvest Food Bank. The aforementioned stuff, the bus school supplies, will be sorted and delivered that day. And then just a lot of spruce up, clean up, paint up projects all throughout the community. Going to be some amazing things. And for folks that are coming along that day, maybe some eye openers as they get to experience what some of these social service agencies do in their backyards. I didn't realize this happened. They can make a difference in volunteering, and of course, we hope later on in the fall, giving financially to our United Way campaign.
And that's the main thing, is that it's just the big launch of the campaign.
Yeah, and when we've been doing it the last couple of years with Care Day as the launch, and I know you've been a part of it, there's such a festive atmosphere in the room, right? And you get all those volunteers coming together, and you say, oh my gosh, so many people are gathering to be a part of something that's bigger than ourselves, bigger than myself, bigger than our organization. And we're all giving back as a community, and it's just what United Way is all about, right? As we fight for the health, the education, the financial stability of every person in Logan County, we're doing it together, right? And, United Way is a unifying force in our community. As the shirt says that Melody's wearing, we all choose to live united.
All right. So do tell me how people can get a hold of you if there is a need, or what can they do in a situation of a need? How can they get involved with Community Care Day? All those things.
those things.
Well, first, you volunteer for Community Care Day. We got room for you and work for you to do. You log on to our website, uwlogan.org, click the Community Care Day tab, the 2022 Community Care Day tab at the top page, or in the same bar if you're on the mobile app, and just pull the menu down, and Community Care Day can sign up to register as a volunteer, and then we will get you the list of all the available projects that you could choose from to spend your time that day. And the neat thing about it, then, if you need help, of course, what do we know, Angie? 211 is the number to call. It's always on 24/7, 365. It's the information and referral hotline here in Logan County. You can call 211 anytime of the day or night. There's someone there to take your call, point you in the right direction for any human service need. Doesn't matter what it is.
Well, Dave and Melody, thank you so much for joining me today for our community spotlight. Great information, uwlogan.org.